What do you hear? What do you say? This is VERTiiGO, and this is another raid cam video. It has been a long time since I've done one of these, but you guys have been wanting it, so I'm bringing it to you. The people you're seeing right now are a new alliance on Australasia. That's right, the old alliance is no more, this is the new alliance. And you're probably thinking, who are they allied against? Well, let me show you. A clan known as FTA, also known as From the Ashes. You may recognise some of the members of this clan. That's because a lot of them are from another clan that has been featured on my channel a few times, B&E. And as you can see, some of those members have brought some B&E tricks to this new clan. Their base is still something to admire, with a massive wall surrounding the main base. All bases are protected with a lip around the edge to stop ladders, but that's not all. There is multiple sniping towers around the walls. So getting inside of this base is going to prove very, very difficult, and I'm keen to see just how this new alliance goes about it. As you can see, there are FTA members online, including snipers on these massive, massive snipe towers. As you can see, they will be able to see the enemy from a great distance away. This is very impressive that you got members online keeping track and watching over the base like this. This is impressive. I've never seen something so organized as this. And structure-wise, this could be the most impressive base I've ever covered on a raid cam. So strap yourself in and get ready. This is going to be quite a ride. Here we have the new alliance. They're on the move, they're making their way to FTA's base. There's a large amount of guys here, one of the bigger groups I've seen in a raid, so maybe they do have the firepower to make this raid happen.
This is us, friendly. This is the Russians,
Holy Come shit. Join us, Bob. Wait, Bob, stop here. Stay here.
Oh, this is sick, boys. This is sick.
It looks like they've run into someone they do recognise, and they're recruiting him to join them on this raid, so you can add one more to the raid party.
Bob, I'm going to drop you a uniform. Bob.
Yeah. Just drop me the...
Loving it, man.
Yeah.
Loving it.
The new designs for clothing in this game has really stepped up a notch, and seeing so many people dressed up in this new gear looks freaking fantastic. Back at the FTA base, still quiet. They have no idea this raid is coming, but they are keeping watch of the horizon just in case someone does arrive. You may be thinking that these guys here are part of the new alliance. No, they're dressed alike, but this is actually FTA. FTA are online, the full clan is online. In fact, they look to be doing their own raid on another clan. So this could get very interesting if the new alliance hit FTA during this raid. And as we saw with the betrayal raid, a situation like this can get very confusing and could potentially be disastrous for the defenders. Here we have some people building a little 1x1 for a tool cupboard. This is inside the base that FTA are about to hit, so that tool cupboard isn't going to factor in very much. Here we go, the gunfight is happening. This raid is well and truly underway. Way on the other side of the map, here we have the new alliance. They are looking over the horizon, still making their way to the FTA base. They're going to want to try and do this really quickly. I don't think they know that FTA are raiding, but if they can get a raid going while FTA are busy, it's going to be such a big advantage. The sheer number of people here is very impressive. It seems like these raid parties get bigger and bigger all the time, and we have someone just in the background here, and he seems to be moving towards the new alliance, and these guys have spotted him. He probably shouldn't be running this direction. This is going to get ugly. Oh, there you go. He's dead. Did not take long for them to finish him off. Back at the raid, the FTA raid, this is well and truly underway. They've put down a bunker. They're fortifying that at the moment. There is some rocket shots going on. I believe this is a clan called TGB, and TGB were part of the old alliance back in those old B&E raids. So these two groups have come together. From what I've heard, both FTA and TGB were at each other's throats quite some time ago, but in recent times they called a truce, and because they've been attacking other clans, those clans have stuck together and formed a new alliance to attack both TGB and FTA. There's a little bit of back history. As this raid goes down, TGB are now inside the base, FTA are still fortifying a bunker. It looks like they're just going to be staying on the outside here, just keeping the area clear, while TGB do the actual raid. TGB now have access to one of the loot rooms in this base and are now hacking away at those boxes to get all the goodies inside. And the new alliance is still moving. They still are making their way to the FTA base. They want to try and get there fast. As I said, if they can get there before the other raid is over, it's a huge, huge advantage. But they are making their way there. It's only a matter of time. Back at the FTA/TGB raid, C4 has now been thrown on this door to make their way further into the base. There goes the door. Now they're going to move their way in. There's some gunfights going on here. The defenders are trying to hold TGB off. He successfully killed one, but now he's been killed himself. Another door being destroyed. They're really making their way into this base pretty damn quickly and efficiently. As you can see, FTA are on the outskirts, pretty much just sniping, as TGB still continue to destroy this base from the inside, making their way in further and getting all that good juicy loot. Look at those guns. It's a thing of beauty. Looking back at the new alliance, this group has got even bigger now. They have linked up with FBGM, another clan that was a part of the old alliance actually. So it's quite interesting to see TGB, who was part of the old alliance, grouping up with some of the B&E members, and now some of the old alliance with the new alliance. The FTA TGB raid has wound down a little bit now. They're just doing some cleanup work. There you go. And FTA now have made their way to the actual base being raided, and they're camping up on the roof now, just holding off all the defenders so they can get as much loot as possible and then leave. The new alliance seem to be posing for pictures. This is really impressive to see this many people coordinating like this, but as impressive as it is, they're wasting critical time here. This other raid that's going on is going to come to an end very shortly, and these guys should be attacking them while they're busy, but they're not. As we check back to the raid, as I said before, things are starting to slow down a little bit. They've taken control. This raid is pretty much over now. We've got a sniper here in the window still shooting away at the attackers, and he's doing a pretty decent job. I've got to be honest. He's dead. Back at the FTA base, things are still quiet, rain is coming down, and also the sun is coming down. So things are going to get dark very, very quickly. As we look back at the new alliance, they are now putting down a bunker. It's about time. They've reached the actual FTA base and are now putting down the classic bunker that we've seen so many times. And FBGM have also put down a bunker. Looks like it's already pre-existing though. And they've got their sleeping bags down, so they're ready to go. They're probably going to hit in the morning, so we'll see you then. Ah yes, the calm before the storm. The sun is starting to rise, and as expected, the raid did not happen during the night. I did think they'd wait till morning, and that seems to be the case. As we look at this beautiful base, before it is tainted with blood. The new alliance probably having a last discussion, making sure they know the plan and everyone is on the same page. Taking a look at the FTA clan now, they're on their way back. As expected, their raid is over, and they're on their way back. They seem to be shooting at somebody. Yep, this guy stands no chance. He has died, and they're gonna be back at their base very shortly. And that is probably the New Alliance's fault. They probably should have hit earlier and really taken advantage of FTA having their hands full with another raid. The New Alliance are now creeping forward towards the FTA base. This is about to happen. This is going to be a very, very interesting raid, considering that FTA are all online and are going to be back at the base very soon. Oh, we got the first shot fired. Oh, and the first kill of this raid. This raid is now underway. The Alliance have now broken through the first wall and now have access to the actual base. And as you can see, they are starting to make their way inside, and they got a lot of rocket launchers. I'm not sure what they're going to do, whether they're going to bombard this or just go for one specific spot. We will see what happens. It looks like they've chosen to hit one specific spot. They are aiming at the front door, it seems. They want to destroy that and make their way inside of the base. And that door is now destroyed, and we'll have a look what's inside of here. More doors, so they're going to need more rockets now, and they have got a lot of those, as you can see. They're just going to go ahead and destroy the rest of those as well. Doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. Meanwhile, there's another battle going on here between the snipers and the Alliance members that have stayed behind and are using rocks for cover. They've also put down some stone walls here for extra cover, and they're just pretty much keeping the snipers busy so those on the inside can continue to destroy and keep making their way deeper into this FTA base. It looks like the Alliance have made their way into one of the loot rooms. It looks like it's just raw materials and furnaces for now, but that is a start. They're probably going to start to destroy this or collect it. Depends exactly how much is there. They're also killing the sleepers that are also in the base, or respawning, and are now destroying the sleeping bags. Okay, things are starting to get real here. It looks like the rest of the FTA guys have arrived back at the base and are now shooting the Alliance from the back. This is going to get messy. This is going to get very, very messy. A big mistake here from an FTA member. He's opened the door and then died. The Alliance are now moving on in and are killing another FTA member. This is starting to become very, very brutal, and those death screams just make it all the worse. The Alliance are trying to take control once again of the outside of this base, but they're going to find this very, very difficult. Oh, a rocket kill. Wouldn't be a raid without that. More gunfire. It's very hard to determine who is who when the gunfire is so intense and crazy. The Alliance now is shooting rockets up at the ceiling, breaking through, looks like the floor, and also a couple of walls, exposing some of the FTA members. I don't know what room that is, but they are definitely exposed, and they're going to be able to shoot down now at the Alliance. They might have just done the wrong thing here. In fact, I'm going to say it's the wrong thing. It's going to make it much more difficult now for them. It seems the Alliance problem is only just beginning, as there's gunfire way back at one of their bunkers here. I'm just going to check this out to see what is going on. They seem to be shooting at someone else. They are definitely getting attacked from behind, it looks like, by looks like one person maybe. Oh, and he's been killed, so no problem there. In fact, there is a problem because TGB has turned up. the allies of FTA. And as you can see, they're going to try and take control of this back area, which is going to be a huge problem for the Alliance if they do so. This is a huge, huge game changer. Now that TGB is beginning to take control of this back bunker, it's going to make it very difficult for the Alliance because they're going to have to fight TGB on the way back to the FTA base. And as you can see, FTA has started to take control of the actual walls. So this is looking very, very bad for the Alliance. They're getting shot at on the way and now getting finished off by FTA. Oh, those screams, it's starting to become a freaking massacre. In fact, it is a massacre. While the Alliance have their hands full with TGB, FTA have now started to repair their base. They have blocked off the breach, and as you can see, they've also put down a wall in front of the door that they broke. So the fighting inside of the base seems to be over, but that doesn't stop the actual battle, because the battle is still going on. As you can see, a lot of gunfire, a lot of noise. This is really intense. I've seen some big raids, like the 100 rocket raid, and the biggest raid. But in terms of gunfire, this is the most ammunition I have seen used in a raid. This is getting really, really crazy. And it's actually depressing to hear all the screaming and all the dead bodies as these guys continue to brutalize each other. It's not good. It is not good. I scared him away, man. Oh, shit, no I didn't. We're under attack. Fuck. Bitch, get to the ground. Man, your boyfriend's dead. Give up now. I will kill you. Man, come out and help. Fuck.